Hey guys, it's Access Denied with another episode of Developing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Sim. So, we have a lot of stuff out the way today. As you can see in the done category, we got 12 things marked off. Alright, so we had some mixing pictures, and I believe that one's done. Yep. We added 147 images that we're missing. We are now at version 4.2. That's up from 4.0 the last time I did an episode. Uh, the test system has been put over into a different repository. I'll show you how to get to it. It's off of our main Git, and that's going to be the network interface. And those are the videos that I did with, it was dueling with me. There was an interface that was dueling with me, and it was browser based. So that's what that is. That's now in the network API interface. We're going to be studying that and eventually implementing Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro into the browser. Alright, next up, developer and stage configurations for a client and server. Primus was having some issues where the game list was coming down from the main server and not from where we were developing from. That's been corrected. Error messages have been changed up a bit. Automatic update systems to the core are now available. We're not going to do anything with that. That's kind of like an early 5.0 release that we just kind of got. Noble Knights have been updated for the OCG and TCG. That was ahead of DevPro. They pushed that out today. Yu-Gi-Oh! Core dies during the end phase, which was caused by the core needing to be updated. There's now a bug where the client needs to be updated, so we'll be working on that next. DevPro and Percival are ahead of us on that. My card is behind. Remove binaries from the Git. That has to do with gutting the system, and all but one binary file set has been moved over, so just the client has binaries in it now. Currently in the testing phase is the OS X Mac launcher support, so we are now supporting Macs. We did some work. We had to outsource some people because we're Windows developers. So we had a team of about 5 people, at different people at different times, totaling about 5 people, help us get this up and running. So we support all desktop operating systems now. I would like to get as much feedback about the Mac OS version, the OS X version, the Macs, as soon as possible. I believe it requires Brew be installed because of dependencies missing. We'll look more into that in the future. Stardust Warrior has been verified as being updated again. We're doing something that's kind of monolithic, where we're integrating a lot of this stuff that's running on the server. There's a policy daemon that has to run side by side by the server. We want to actually integrate that into the system. So we don't have to have like a separate service running, like if somebody forgets to do something, so nobody has to go up to the server to like restart some stuff. The Wikia and card database connector testing we haven't gotten around to. We found some more stuff that we want to add to that project to automatically pull down images from various places. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro not working is related to a specific bug within the Mac OS version. We need more people to test it. That's why I'm making this video. So if you get any feedback, you try out the Mac version and it doesn't work for you, then please come to issue number 146 and file something. Let us know how it's not working, and hopefully we can help you get it running and then correct the system so it doesn't happen to anybody else. Currently, what we just finished up is the settings interface is defunct. This is in testing and then moved back after some verification. Sound is verified. So we removed some features because we're a branch off of DevPro in some regards that DevPro actually doesn't have. Currently, this issue has been reduced down to saving sessions, saving data between sessions. So when you start and you close and you start and you close again, there's a bug in there, and I don't know where it's coming from. So right now, that's like our main critical thing that we're looking into. we're working on adding anime support. We finished up everything except for one last function. When the people that are going to be doing our anime section get time to work with me, I'll be explaining the system to them so we can get the first deploy out. So then when we do this first deploy, it'll go to testing. So it's nearly done. The CCG support that we were talking about and the anime cards. So it's nearly done. The game list is still bugged. I'll show you how. If you look here, there's an error that happens when people, how to put this, rage quit at certain points. Under certain conditions, it'll cause a bug to happen, and I haven't written a conditional to stop that yet, and it needs to be better identified before I can do that. Currently in progress, we had the thumbs error. Actually, this is going to be moved over to expedited because that should have been fixed already. Actually, no testing. Time settings don't reflect. I'm going to move that back to ready because nobody's working on it. We paid for some new backgrounds. They haven't shipped to us yet. That's going to be coming in the next couple months. The Winter Rampage is still going on. We have a few things to do, a few more scripts and things to do. That's like an epic. I really can't give you much information on that. We recently had Jack and Ward join up with the team to help us code cards faster, and he'll be helping out with the documentation effort along with Guybrush. Whew. A lot of news. Alright, so we started work on actually that's in progress. We started work on a tournament IRC bot. We are going to need to contact the pricing API to get Winkia information. We need to have a security view from Lyft, because we don't want stuff that happens on DN, and because Don likes to attack us all the time, we'd like to kind of get proof so we can, press charges if needed. Bandless composite prototype was moved back to ready. We're putting that off until we get some more critical stuff done. This is in progress. It's actually expedited. We have somebody that's working on getting a better build system. DN has a pricing API. We're going to be working on that in the future. We got the information we need in order to do that. So we need to just integrate that. That's not going to be terribly difficult. The image system, pulling out all the images first is what we're going to do, processing for that. Time settings don't reflect is still a bug. I should mark that as a bug. We haven't started on creating the manual system yet. Like I said before, we want to kind of get the system really stable as a YGO Pro first. But before we bring YGO Pro into the browser, we are going to create a manual system. So that's still on our design. Create login for the front page. This actually needs to be moved to... It was supposed to be in the 4.2 release. I guess I'm going to move it up to the 5.0 release. Same with the authentication. We just didn't get it done. I'm sorry, guys. Translate the launcher into Spanish is blocked. Create online offline templating system is blocked. Testing system still inaccurate. That's a bug, and we haven't started progress on that yet. So that's all of that. Next up, we have some introductions are in order from Jack and Ward. Jack would like to add stability to the community, a user-friendly interface to even those new to the game, dedicated members, so I urge people to start joining up to our community. Troubleshooting newly scripted cards, which he's already working on, a 2 versus 1 mode, more customization to the interface, the ability to revert a move in case of accidental mouse clicks, better implementation of PSCT, when and if on certain cards, ranking system, anime cards having their own ban list, which we are close to implementing, the ability to host a duel but only allow users that meet conditions that you set, such as no extra deck, no pendulum, and such, instead of having just descriptions above your room like on Dueling Network, which we are already working on, multiple languages, which we are already working on. So we now invite Jack Moon Ward to Salvation. As always, you can open up an issue here at Civilization Development / YGO Pro Support System. So if you have a bug or something, please file it away, and we will get started on it right away. Next up are the results from the Let's Code. Now when you open up the dual system, you'll get this screen. You'll notice that the buttons down at the bottom have been moved up to land mode, deck edit, and replays in line with the rest of the navigation. In the future, these will be available directly on the website, so that's why they're there now. So when you click land mode, it brings up the launcher, like directly. These are all working properly. The game list is now here. In addition to that, no, they're not dueling. Oh. Closed out. This system here, the filter system is still bugged out, so it's disabled. It won't have any type of effect. It properly searches and brings back your decks via API system that's running beneath the server. Beneath the client. This is a new hosting screen. As you can see, it's pulled down from the Unity project. It's the same design that was used there. We just ported the code in. The forum, I ran through and added approximately 106 members, 103 members. So if you applied to the forum, you can now use it. And I apologize for there being a mailing list error. There have been no changes to the chat. The FAQ has been cleaned out for Mac OS. So if you're having issues with Mac OS, please remember to install Brew and then install FreeType via Brew, and it should work. This is the new setting system. We were having a few bugs with it. It doesn't quite save between sessions like it should. If you're having issues with that, please recount your steps and file a bug so that we can then try and fix it. Database file, which you can see here, is how we're planning on implementing anime mode. When we implement anime mode, a new setting will show up here, and you can just click it and it'll change you over into anime mode. In addition to being in anime mode, when you go to host, you'll have to set it yourself to anime. I'm actually might make that slightly more dynamic. So this has been Access Denied with the YGO Pro Salvation server. Connection terminated.